All right, good morning, guys. So we have Facebook is the one I'm planning to take an options trade on. I'm planning to take an options trade on Facebook. I was gonna take a short on it, but now it's finishing pretty high at 215, and I'm kind of debating whether I should take a long on it. It did hold its level up here several times. There are two candles on the daily with a wick. So up here, it has two wick candles. So it rejected 217 twice, and it already had its pullback candles. So knowing that it's kind of just traded in this range, makes me a little nervous. But it's not making a lower low; it's making higher lows. So it gives me a little more confidence to the long side to take this long, potentially to its daily 50 EMA. So if it can clear all the way to its daily EMA, that'd be great. But really, my profit target's going to be the high of this candle, so about 2020, somewhere around there. If I enter for a long. Now, if I enter short on this, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like it can bounce off its 20 and then curl back up. I'm not really sure what I want to do on it right now. I'm going to wait it out a little bit, but I want to keep this one on watch because I've been watching this one all week. I missed my entry back here a long time ago at 180, 190. So I'm pretty upset about that, but I'm going to have this one on watch for sure. Besides that, on the small cap scans, we don't really have much on watch. We have LLL, so LLL, one we were watching yesterday. This one did make a nice rip here. And then we also have ALLG, a little higher price, but now it's fading pre-market. So I don't know. We'll have to wait for this one to actually make a move. Besides that, the only one on watch is LLL here. So here's market open. So I'm gonna wait for a better setup on LLL. What I do like is the 5-minute setup here. So there's a high. It just broke its 5-minute high there. No, actually, double top on its 5-minute high. So double top on its 5-minute high. I'm gonna wait for this one to set up a little better. Let's go check out Facebook. So Facebook ripping here. Its daily high is 63. So we're gonna take a long on this. I'm gonna take a small entry on this long. Still gonna wait because the 1 minute's usually really whippy. I just want to make sure it's not gonna fake out on me. So we'll send an order now. See if we get that daily high break. I'm in basically at the top here. I'm gonna wait for that daily to break. I sent a small order, so hopefully this ends up working out for me. But I'm practically in at the top. The way that it popped from the bottom there, it looks pretty bullish to me. Daily, same thing. The way that it was making higher lows looks pretty bullish. But again, if this flips on me, breaks its daily low at 213, I have to stop out. So again, I don't like trading the first minute, especially on Facebook, just because it's really whippy. And although it makes a big spike like this, it can always do what it's doing right now and just reject massively down below view up. So I'm gonna let this one play out a little bit and just hold it. If it does break its low, that's where I'm stopping out. So I didn't take a big size. I'm gonna add into this position. Usually I take a big size right off the bat, but I'm not gonna do that this time. MFH, Cook, BKKT. BKKT does not look too bad. It's just, I don't know. Doesn't have a lot of range to it. We'll see. If this one can have a pullback candle here, I'll probably take an entry for another high break. Because both its 5 and 10 minute are pretty good. But I don't know. We'll have to see here. So Facebook now it's breaking 214 or 215. It's not looking good from my end here. So we did have a micro pullback there, but another thing I gotta combat today is theta. That's gonna be that's gonna be a tough one because that really eats at my profits for sure. So BKKT had a nice rip there from 50 all the way to 75, but it's not holding this level. Let's go back to LLL, make sure this one's not making a move. MFH, our leading gapper, done, sells. Today is looking like a no trade day if I'm being real. ALLG. Okay, ALLG does not look too bad here. A little higher price stock. I don't know if I'll take the trade on it. It would need a pop above VWAP for me to be interested. Right now, it's kind of forming a triangle here, or sideways consolidation. But it's below VWAP, so that makes me a little nervous right here. It's not the clearest pattern just because it broke its last 1 minute high, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here. If it can break this last 1 minute high, then this will look pretty bullish. I think I'll trade it above VWAP though. A shift in momentum for me would have to be above VWAP, above 20 for sure. So I don't think I'll take a trade on it until it breaks over VWAP. Probably breaks this 2040 high, and then I'll start taking a trade on it. I'll look a little more interested in it. As for Facebook, it's dipping down at 2015 again. It actually popped all the way back up, 215.50. So there's the break to 2040. Could have definitely taken the entry at 20, shift the momentum there. But like I said, I'm going to wait this one out. Wait for that next 5 minute candle to open. I'm hoping that this next 1 minute candle that opens, man, that would have been a really solid move here. Hope that this next 1 minute candle that opens can at least pop down to 2040, 2050 maybe. Spreads are pretty big, about 15, 20 cents. So I got to keep an eye out for that. But my idea behind this one is to get a pullback candle and then start buying that to the next high. Really, like my next target should be about 2150. But we'll see what it wants to do here. So I might just have to buy in on this candle here, this next 1 minute candle. Let's see what it wants to do. I'm gonna buy there, bought the top. Nope, I'm gonna stop out. Yeah. Oh, that was an immediate loser. So I was so late on that. I was very late on that buy. That's completely on me. So immediately down 60 cents because that spread, and then a huge rejection here. So that was not the best move there. And I knew once it was ripping there, I should have actually bought initially at 2040, but I knew once it was ripping, I figured it could have a last minute push through this level here, 2080 through 21 potential rip, but I did not expect a rejection like that. So we already got one nasty rejection. I was going for the 5 minute high break as well. 5 minute high was 2088. I got 2082. Didn't quite get that, practically a double top, and that was it for me. So flipping back to Facebook, this is real money. We are looking solid here so far. It is green, back to 216, still pulling back, chopping around in this range. 5 minute doesn't look the best, but the 10 minute still looks okay for now. So I'm still gonna hold this for a 2020 goal, I guess. That's really where my target's at, is 2020. So you can tell Facebook's really whippy here. It's not looking the best. Go back to ALLG. So ALLG, we have one big green candle, one red, one green candle, and now we have a different pattern here. So one big green candle, or two, I guess, right? And then a pullback, massive rejection. Now we have another red to green here. So I have to pay attention to what's going on. We already have basically two pullbacks. See if this third one's going to set up properly or what's going to happen here. I'm going to wait to buy another dip entry. But the 5 minute high already broke. 10 minute high is coming up to its pre-market high here of 2150. So let's see, it's holding its levels. And we're gonna get another massive rejection here. So let's see, if I buy this dip, oh, well, might not get it. I'm gonna wait it out for the next 1 minute candle to open. This one seems to be a little hesitant here. If it starts ripping through, I'm just gonna buy though. So it broke its 1 minute high, but it didn't break significantly. I didn't have much confidence as it was coming up there. It's kind of hesitating around 21, so it's coming down here, broke 2150. Spreads are kind of big. I want to buy in here, but we'll see. I bought in at 88 there. I'm looking for the 21 break. See if we get a last minute 21 break. It's already a 20-cent loser right away. Stopping out there at 48. So already down 300 on this stock. So big mistake on my part twice. 2 times in a row. I'm already making some sloppy trades, I can tell. Again, 2 candles in a row, bought the high, sold the low. Just because I was buying in way too high. So this next 1 minute candle, I want to get in here again for the next 1 minute high. Should have known this would have been a two candle pullback. Again, bought the top here again, 75. Massive rejection there. It's popping back up here, 69. See if we see 70. Doesn't look like it. 75. And see if we get the break of 21. That's all I'm really looking for is the break of 21, but I don't know. It's 75 for a second. Again, I bought the top on this one. 3 candles in a row so far. It's not looking the best for me up here though. I shouldn't be holding this long, but there's 2080. Not a significant break at all. 96. Here's 21. Can we get the break of 21 here though? Not quite. Back down to 60. See if we get another test of 21. This one's so choppy though. Back to 50 on the bid. $40 on the bid, 30. So now I'm just gonna stop out. That's ridiculous. So stopped out there. That's just I don't know. That's just a really trash stock. 562 loss so far. I clearly don't know the pattern on this one. For a second there, I was green, but I had to stop out. And this one, try to stop out, but obviously I'm catching the back already. So this one's just a nasty stock in general. I mean, so whippy. Again, this is out of my price range, so normally I wouldn't trade this. I wanted to try it. I figured, my God, this voice cracks. I figured that it would break its high here on this candle. Again, I bought way too late on this candle. I could have bought anywhere in 2040 and then potentially sold at the double top. But look at this nasty rejection from 21 all the way to 19 at 18 now. This is such a gross rejection. So I don't know. There's nothing I can do here. I figured it was a 2 candle pullback. We go for the 1 minute high break. It did break, but barely by 4 cents, and then it rejected all the way back down to 2060. So very whippy stock here. Look at that, immediately down to 1850. That's just absolutely disgusting. That's so trash. Meanwhile, I'm up significantly on Facebook right now. Facebook I'm doing really good on, so I could add into my position, but again, my real target is to 2021 or 2020. So once it reaches that level, I'm gonna stop out. I should have taken a bigger size, but I'm glad that I just took a small size up here. I'm just gonna wait for this rip all the way to 2021, and then we could see it. Well, I don't know. Should I wait till 2021, or should I continue holding my position until maybe 2025? Because now it's picked a direction. I'm up pretty big on it. I really like where I'm at. And I don't know if I should just hold it here until I reach that target or what I should do. ALLG. So stocks like that. We got to look at what I did wrong. But first I'm going to go ahead and come to LLL. This is a smaller cap stock, what I normally trade in. $4 to $12 range. This one's going to get halted is what it's looking like. Hopefully it doesn't actually halt. Hopefully we can actually, take a position on this. Maybe it's a false halt. So far the stacking up here doesn't look so good. So LLL getting halted up. Missed this move entirely as a push through view up here. We got a pullback, and then it changed momentum here in this range. It couldn't hold, pulled back again, but to the long side. Ripped through view up, pulled back, and then it actually started changing momentum here around 4, held 4 several times. 405 was the last push, so really nice push there. Nice to see that this one got halted. I'm really pissed about ALLG though. DRTS also got halted up, so I felt like I'm missing all the main moves because I was too focused on ALLG. So down 562. Again, this is a sim account, not actually down, but realistically, if this was a real account, I'd be down, just because I couldn't capitalize on this area here. I knew I should have taken this initial trade just because I even drew my markers here, but I didn't expect it to just reject massively on this candle. I didn't expect such a nasty drop. Then just for the next candle to rip all the way back up and break the high that I was looking for. You know, then we get a 2 candle pullback. I kind of expected this one might be a 2 candle pullback or at least sideways consolidation, but I didn't really mind as long as I could have held for the next 1 minute high to break. But I didn't expect it to drop on me so massively. Immediately I was down 20 cents regardless as soon as it took my trade. So I mean, I was already past my stop loss. This is why, for example, this one I wouldn't be trading in a real account just because of the 20-cent loss. I'm trying to trade the pattern here, looking for a pattern. Again, 2 candle pullback. We got 1, 2, and this is the third one. As I mentioned in the previous video yesterday, usually the third one's a little trickier. They don't always work, but I figured that I'd give it a last minute shot and bought again here on this candle. Wasn't able to do it. The way it rejected up here, I kind of felt maybe it was just a 3 candle pullback at this point. We're just seeing a little longer of a consolidation before we see another 5 minute high break or something, but clearly it just didn't do that. It clearly it rejected massively. I was hoping that the next 10 minutes would actually break the high, and that's kind of why I just held in this position, but clearly it just couldn't do it, and I had to stop out all the way down here. I tried to stop out earlier, but like 20-30 down here before the break of the 1 minute low, but I couldn't get out of that position, so oh well. Got stuck in that one, but we're gonna watch DRTS on resumption here. DRTS should resume in about another minute, and then we're also gonna watch LLL. LLL should resume as well in about, I don't know, 4 more minutes, so it's gonna take a little longer for that one, but I'm gonna wait for that one to actually open, and then see DRTS should be good with this one. So I'm up huge on Facebook. All right, it's awesome. Great. It's nice to see that I chose the right direction. Like I said, I've been watching this one for days, and I was originally gonna take a short on Facebook, but thankfully I decided to swap this morning once I'd seen that it was finishing pretty high. So again, my target is about 2020, 2021, somewhere in that range. But since it's getting so extended up here, I'm kind of feeling maybe I should just keep it at 2020 and let it make its move later on in the day. I'm already up significantly, I'd say. So I'm still gonna wait, hold it out until 2020, and we'll see what it wants to do from there. So DRTS, this one's gonna resume here in about 10 seconds. Let's see what this one wants to do. I don't have my Twitch chat up today, so sorry for those who are actually watching it. Whoa, Facebook had a huge drop there. Not sure what happened there, but we'll keep an eye on DRTS. So DRTS straight into another halt here is what it's looking like. False halt. So false halt there. This one's really strong. Can't see the halt level. It's moving so fast. So you're actually going to halt here. So I guess DRTS is going to go straight into another halt there. Wow, okay, so DRTS immediately in a halt. Damn. I really regret trading ALLG at this point. I missed basically everything. It kind of sucks. And this one's halted down, just resumed. So ALLG resumed here. Definitely not going to be trading this one anymore. So we had 4 back-to-back losses. Or no, 3 back-to-back losses. Really, this should be it for me. In a real account, I would definitely be done at my first trade already. $150 loss in the first trade almost immediately. So I don't know. This one was just disgusting though. The way it rejected there was just nasty, so I don't care for the stock at this point, and I definitely won't be trading this one in the future. Just spreads again, just way too volatile, I guess, for me to even be interested at this point, because the spreads are what really did me dirty, because immediately, like I said, down 20 cents, and you know, that's 1/5 of a dollar there. And then for it to make a whippy move all the way down 30-40 cents immediately, you know, I couldn't be less interested. So LLL opened. This one pulled back, but ripped to 5, broke through 5. Now it's kind of pulling back here to the side. Let's see if we can get a better setup on this one. So pulling back quite a bit on the 5-minute, or yeah, 5 and 1 minute. A lot more than I'd like, finishing pretty low. So let's see if it fills this gap here. High if this candle is 449. So it hasn't broke that yet. But we do have a massive wick up here now. See if it can hold. We can get another attempt for the break of 5. We have the next 5-minute about to open here. 510 is the high. I don't know if I really feel this one can break 5. I'd have to wait and see. It's kind of just it's holding its level here at 480 especially, but here's another test of 5 is what it's looking like. There's 507. Back down. So bought that for the 5-minute high break. Trying to sell up here. Try to get out here at 519, I guess. So there, I got filled at 519. So nice 1-minute trade. I actually got filled at 519. We'll wait for another 1-minute entry here. Got him for the 5-minute high break and 10-minute high break. It's all the way to 530 now. Let's see if we can get it on the next 1-minute candle, or possibly buy a micro pullback here in the teens if it does dip to the teens on the ask. So there's 19. Want to make sure I'm not going to get in really low on this one. Could have bought that dip at 513. That would have been a nice trade. 10 cents already on it. Gonna wait for the next 1 minute. Buying right here at 528. There's 37. And a rejection. So gonna hold, still gonna hold. As soon as it breaks 510 though, I have to stop out. 520. So an immediate break, but now it's rejecting all the way back to 512, 11. So I did get the break I was looking for, but it rejected almost immediately. So we're gonna have to wait this one out. It's probably gonna be a 2-candle pullback. I can buy the dip, average into it. It's 510, so I have to stop out at 510. 18-cent loss there. Oh, really a larger loss. Stopped at a 507. So that puts me red on it. So I wasn't expecting such a massive rejection. I was actually expecting it to rip straight to its halt level, because the halt level is right there at like 40, not even 36, I think. But it just rejected right off that level. Man, I'm already seeing how I'm trading today. I only have one good trade in, and now we have a 2-candle pullback. I'm getting a little frustrated here. So 2-candle pullback, similar to yesterday. We had seen several pullbacks, and then we took an entry. ALLG, I don't know. Don't want to get in too late on this one again. See if I can get back in maybe the teens, like 10. So I'm going to buy the dip here at 508. And I'm gonna look for a push through the last 1 minute high. So there's 515. See if we get a pop through 520 here. High of this candle is 522. It's not gonna do it. It's looking like it's really struggling here. I need this to pop back up to 510. Stop out here. Man, so stopped out at 5. Just not doing it. 3 candle pullback at this point. Could have sold for a little bit of profit there, but 5 and 10 minute now look pretty disgusting. So huge loss today. If I didn't trade ALLG, I'd be all right, but this is not looking good at all. So ALLG, it's holding its 18 level now, but oh man, I'm so pissed about this one. I lost so much here. Such an unnecessary trade on all of them. Again, this is what happens when you break your rules. Like, I was not supposed to be trading in this price range. I normally don't. And I don't know. Double topped here. Just going to review it one more time. Double top. Immediately rejected on me. Had to sell for a loss. Stop out on a rug pull kind of move. And then up here was going for the 1 minute pullback. Similar setup to these. Just massive rip, pullback, rip. A 2 candle rip, I guess. And then pullback, rip. Trying to go for a single candle pullback and then another one. Just because it ripped through, held support. This one even held. It broke its last 1 minute high, but it was finishing kind of, low, but it actually held. And so I was like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. I don't know, it held and rejected on me. I had to stop out before this last 1 minute low break. Bought the top again, 2 candles in a row, bought the top. I was expecting an immediate rip through 21, but obviously didn't get it. And then I figured it's a 2 candle pullback. We got a 2 green candle move up here through VWAP, 1 candle pullback, 1 candle rip, 2 candle pullback, and then I decided to buy again. Broke its last 1 minute high by 4 cents, couldn't break 21, then immediately rejected all the way back down here to 2060. So as soon as I touched 21, basically hit 2060 again. I was like, well, I'm already stuck in it. I might as well wait for the next 1 minute, because the next 1 minute was going to be the next 5 and 10 minute. So next 10 minute opened and then flushed on me there. Really nasty. I couldn't exit out fast enough, I guess. I don't know. I didn't expect that, and then now it just obviously got halted going down, resumed, and now it's just selling off at this point. So really nasty trade on this one. Again, out of my price range, 1, huge spreads, way bigger than I normally like to trade 2, and I just couldn't get the right setup on this one. I couldn't figure out how this one was trading. LLL, same thing. LLL, I got a really nice trade initially. I got the break even on this next candle. Bought a little high, should have bought a little earlier. I guess it's a mistake that I'm making. So bought this dip towards the end of the last 1 minute candle. Did get a little bit of profit, but didn't sell just because I wanted it to break its last 1 minute high. I thought it could do it, but rejected on me. Sold before the break of 5 and flushed through 5, or dropped through 5, I mean. So this one, that's kind of it. 5 minute wasn't there. I did initially go for the 5 minute high break, and that's why I took this trade, but I got it. And then the next 2 candles, next 2 trades just put me red, both of them. So I don't know, not my day today. Definitely not my day. You can go ahead and check on Facebook. Facebook pocket all the way back up here to 218. So hopefully I'm gonna break 218 and see 220 again. We gotta wait for this 10 minute, hourly, 30 minute, whatever to play out. Right now it's just trading in this range. I definitely don't want to see it break its low here. So we did have a nasty pullback all the way to 216, but good thing I wasn't paying attention and stopping myself out on this one. Now we're back up to 218 is what it's looking like. So here's the break, 217. Now this one is real money, and I am up pretty big on this one, I'd say. So I am happy with this one. This is a sim account again. I'm gonna restate that because realistically, again, like I mentioned earlier, I would actually be down 608 if I was taking these trades in my live account, but I'm not. So again, realistically, I wouldn't have been trading ALLG anyways. just because, again, 20-cent spreads, 2 whippy for me. Might have taken my first initial trade. That possibly would have been true, but I don't think I would have traded it consecutively again, unless it was in this move right here for the break. But again, that rejected on me almost immediately. So my first initial trade, I probably would have got in and lost 150, and that would have been it for my day. Traded LLL maybe, but I don't know. If I I should have been watching DRTS, and I should have been watching LLL the entire time, just because these are the only two on my gap scan that are in my range. ALLG was on my gap scan for like a second, and then it faded out during the day, so it's not even there. But DRTS hasn't hit my scans yet. I'm assuming because the float's extremely high, and also the volume was pretty light on it when it finally hit my scan. So LLL would have been the one I would have primarily been watching, just because I did trade this one the other day. I knew how it worked, and I don't know, it seemed pretty good, especially with its recovery through VWAP there. So I guess I'm going to wrap it up here. It's already coming up to 10. Probably the worst day in the sim, again, because of ALLG. If I didn't trade ALLG at all, I wouldn't be down so significantly, but DRTS is making some really nice moves here. I really like this one. I wish I would have been watching this one a long time ago, but I didn't even see it hit my scans because it was on such a light volume, unfortunately. But this one also has pretty big spread. So realistically, up here, again, I would not be trading it up here at this point. Down here, potentially, but definitely would have been trading this. And look at that, nasty rejection, similar to ALLG. Broke through 20, almost hit 21, just the same as ALLG, really. Almost hit 21 and then rejects all the way back down to 18. So really disgusting. But this one I would say had a lot more potential, a lot cleaner moves than ALLG, and I think that's for sure. So let's go ahead and check out Facebook. Again, my target is 2020. We're almost there, and then I should be able to sell it within profit. I'm already up a good amount, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait for that 2020 break and try to sell in that range. I'm still debating. I don't know. Should I hold until 2020, 2021, or should I keep holding, even further? The high of this last high here was 2019.46. So I want to go for 2020 because this high here is what, 2021. So right in between these two is 2020. I feel like a shift in momentum would be a break of 2021 though. If we broke 2021, I think we can see this thing rip, even further, possibly to this high of 2020 or 2030 even potentially. But I don't know. I don't know if it's a move I want to make right now. I think I'm just going to take my profit. I took a very small size and I'm up pretty tremendously, I'd say. So I'm happy with where I'm up, and I'm just going to go for that 2020 break. Let's see if we get it here, though. It's almost there. It's a 2019. Almost going to hit 2050. Should probably set my profit target here. Close selected. It's just getting pretty extended up here already on the 1 minute. So I don't want to stop out and sell myself short here at 2019. I really do want to see that 2020 break. As soon as I get that 2020 break, that's where I'm going to stop out and sell my position. So I don't know. I'm in my profit target already. So that's, I'm like, should I close it? I don't know. I'm going to continue holding it. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording here. I'll let you guys know how the Facebook trade went tomorrow, and I'll recap the whole thing. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow for some better trades. Obviously today, completely sloppy, absolutely terrible day on ALLG. Just not my day for sure. So with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow.